Now at 11, if you live from Grand Rapids to the north, you're under the gun as strong storms continue to develop.
Storm Team 8 has been telling us for days that this would happen, and tonight we're watching out for your safety as these storms move in. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling. Let's get straight to the 24-hour tracking center. Meteorologists Bill Steffen and Kyle Underwood. These thunderstorms and where they're headed.
Well, I tell you what, we certainly do have some very strong thunderstorms up across the northern parts of our viewing area, and those storms will continue to track off toward the east-southeast. Kyle will be tracking them for us here in just a minute, but let's take a look at the counties that are under the watches and warnings at the present time. All the counties in that pink color, that's everybody pretty much north of a line from Ottawa County up toward from Ottawa, Kent, and Ionia counties north under a watch. You can see this goes on until 3 a.m. We have one warning up here for Clare County, and we still have a flood warning for Mason County right now. But let's take a look at Storm Track Live and show you the storms that are out there. We're still getting strong winds out ahead of this segment right in here, which produced at least one tree down on Comstock Road between 8 and 11 Mile Road in Newaygo County. Strong winds reported in Windland Park earlier this when this came on shore. A 66-mile-an-hour wind gust occurred at Ludington. There were some trees and power lines down there. Also a line down in Shelby. We've also got reports of a lot of damage up in Osceola County as well. These storms will continue to move off toward the east-southeast. And I want to point out we are in the severe weather outlook area, slight risk from Grand Rapids off to the south, but you can see this is a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms where they really expect most of the activity to be concentrated, and that's where the greatest threat is for wind damage. I want to turn lightning on for you here in just a second and show you that we're really increasing this. We're almost up to 9,000. I'll turn that off for just a second, and I want to expand out just a little bit and show you what's off to the west of us, because we still have some pretty good storms out in Iowa, which are moving east. If they continue to press on east as we approach daybreak, they're still about 300 miles away from us. We may get those storms in here right around daybreak, about 7-8 hours from now. All right, Kyle's here now to track the storms for you off to our north.
Okay, so Bill, at this point our interest, as you mentioned, threefold. We've got the line of storms that you just tracked that's coming in around daybreak. I want to focus on the short term though, because we have this line that's produced the strong winds here now pushing through Newaygo County. The wind reports out of Newaygo County haven't been that impressive, 30, 35 up to 40 miles an hour, but this is the same line that up toward Mason County produced 60 to 65 mile per hour winds. It's possible that the storm line's just missing the wind gauges and we haven't seen the good reports yet, but it's also possible that this has come down in intensity. According to what we're seeing on radar, it has come down in intensity, but still wouldn't rule out some really strong wind gusts as we get into Big Rapids and start to cross the 131 corridor here in the next couple of minutes. Our next focus turns to this storm cell here to the south of Manitowoc, just about due west of Little Sauble Point. The overall motion of this is just south of east. So let me track both of these storm lines for you here as they continue to push off to the east and southeast. First of all, the one pushing through Newaygo County, about to enter Mecosta, western Greenville County. No severe thunderstorm warning out on this, but we do expect at least 35, perhaps 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is going to be enough to knock over your lawn furniture, tip over a trash can or two at the very minimum. This one's about to hit 131, so we track this one as it moves about 45 to 50 miles per hour here, crossing the 131 corridor, moving just to the south of east. Newaygo and Grant Center, you're next to see the strongest of these storms here as this pushes through Newaygo County, eventually into Stanwood here in about 17 minutes. Then we're east of Big Rapids into Rodney here in central Mecosta County in about 28 minutes. And here's Hall's Corner in about 51 minutes. Next, I want to focus the attention to what's going on just to the west. This is the stronger line of storms that's really evolved and developed itself here over the last half hour to 45 minutes. In fact, if you watched us at 10 o'clock on WXSP, this didn't look like much, but now it's picked up strength. We're seeing deep cores of red here on the lowest scan of radar, and I want to track this as it continues to push off to the south and east, basically just south of east. If this holds together in its current form, there's Whitehall in about an hour. Little Sauble Point, a little less than that. Muskegon, perhaps an hour and 12 minutes. And then stepping back even further, widening the view just a little bit. If this line holds together, it's probably going to skirt just to the north of Grand Rapids, but anything's possible. The evolution, like I said, has been a little bit haphazard. Here we are until 131, right around Sand Lake in about an hour and 48 minutes. So we'll keep tracking this. Nothing's certain at this point, but this appears to be the most ominous cell, and we'll watch it very carefully. Here's what it looks like as we unfold the rest of the night's forecast for you. We've got showers, thunderstorms continuing to be a threat through the overnight, and then clearing up a bit for tomorrow, but more storm chances lie ahead in the short-term forecast, and we'll discuss that coming up.
Thank you, Kyle. If you were in the path of these storms and you're planning to head to bed, you may want to take a minute to sign up for severe weather text message alerts. You can do that at woodtv.com. You can set the alerts to go off when your neighborhood is under any warning.